Send Help is the latest film from genre legend Sam Raimi, marking his return to the horror genre. The film follows two conflicting colleagues who are trapped on an isolated desert island in the aftermath of a plane crash. Things soon get out of hand in glorious fashion, as they are known to do, in Raimi films especially. It's important to note that Send Help is taking a lot of cues from Triangle of Sadness' second half, narratively. Rather hard to miss. But where this film diverges sharply from Triangle of Sadness is in its distinctly Raimi-esque tone. The gleeful horror comedy shines through in its approach to violence. There's distance to the escalating action, which makes excessive gore funny in that Raimi tradition. There's people soaked in practical blood, as well as other vile liquids, which scratches the necessary itch for the pure over-the-top theatricality which I require from my horror comedies, as opposed to simply having horror and jokes. Even the obvious CGI aids in the aesthetic of well-made schlock. There are impossible extreme close-ups so evidently bolstered by the use of CGI, which makes the overall vibe of the movie more quirky and unique in a way I get behind. It matches longtime Raimi editor Bob Murawski's method of editing, the fades and rhythm of cuts forming the backbone of the film's comedy. It's not as madly funny as, say, Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness, but it's still a hell of a lot of fun in a theatre, especially when the other people around you are laughing. The film mostly belongs to the performances, Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien especially. McAdams is incredibly awkward as the alliteratively named Linda Little, meek business lady and survivor contender hopeful. It's an aptly socially painful performance in the early stages of the film before the plane crash. Although the audience can easily sympathize with her, she's a social wreck, alienated from the rest of her colleagues. Then, once she gets to the island, the growth into the more confident character begins, allowing for the character conflicts between her and O'Brien's Bradley to manifest more fully into one which is more equally oppositional. Then, much like McAdams, O'Brien is incredible as the CEO of her company, Bradley Preston. For me, Bradley was the funniest character of the film. He seems to be the most in tune with Raimi's sensibilities, making a lot of noises. Screams, grunts, squeals, and his laugh. None of them sound authentic, as if they came from a real person, but instead are weird, like nothing you've ever heard before. His face does things to meet the requirements of said vocal noises, which is so elastic and manic. The script is where my issues then emerge. For the vast majority, 80-90%, I love the cat and mouse dynamic between Linda and Bradley. It keeps you on your toes, ready for things to switch up at a moment's notice between the two. Throughout the runtime, it keeps things fun. The primary objective is clearly a fun time and, no matter what, I think you're going to get one from Send Help. My one gripe is how the thematic approach to said cat and mouse dynamic shifts. For the first half, it appears to be about workplace misogyny, establishing firm thematic ground. A brief heads up, it does stray from that paved out route to more unexpected and ever so slightly ill-fitting directions, story-wise. As a whole, I believe that Send Help is a lot of fun, albeit a tad messy thematically, and doesn't really have the same sense of style of older Raimi works. It's the kind of film that needs to be watched with other people, mostly the theatrical experience, where you can all have fun with the two pitch-perfect performances and laugh at all the jokes together communally. Send Help. 3.5 stars.
Well, that's all. Keep on watching movies and form your own opinions. See you in the next one.